Hello, my name is Aether, and I've been feeling kind of weird again, I suppose. Here's my tooth. It's gone. It's not in there anymore. My retainer is being soaked. Um, but I had a pretty alright day today, but lots of ups and downs. This morning, I woke up feeling, how do you even describe it? I guess dread? Maybe not dread, but a lot of anxiety, and I know where the anxiety stems from. I've been feeling a lot of distinct feelings these past few days, and kind of like my day, they've been very up and down. I have my own video in my background. Sorry. Not in an egotistical way, I just forgot it existed, and I went to check on it again, and I noticed people actually watched the video, and people, like, other people that weren't just my social circle went in and watched it, and that was crazy. But sorry, that was off topic. These past few days, I guess past week, maybe 2 weeks, I've been feeling a lot of emotion recently. Been feeling a lot of very weird things that I'm not used to. I guess I haven't been used to it in a long time. I've found myself feeling particularly strongly about another man, and I find that weird because I haven't felt that way in a good while. I think my experiences in and of itself are quite atypical. I won't get into it because it's not your problem, but I guess it's just a weird situation all around. And I'm not going to get into the particular nitty-grittiness of it. It's more so going to be my feelings and my vulnerability about it. But it's definitely not, something, the best situation. I found myself feeling particularly strongly about another person, and it was going really well. And I found myself feeling very excited when I would be able to talk with them, because it's like a mutual friend situation. Like, we knew each other and we had been with each other, but also at the same time there was still that gap of like being able to get to know him and being able to talk. Even like referring to this person as a person and as a being is scary. Why, I don't know, but it is. But I found myself particularly excited to talk to him and to, put the moves and whatnot. Jesus. But there is a bit of difficulty with that, as there's somebody else in his picture who's not me. And that, from what I know, is going particularly well for him, which puts me in the situation of not being a viable option, which is okay, which I understand. It's something I've already kind of accepted in my head, even though I know a few days ago I was so confident this would work. I was like, yep, I got him fucking, I got in his head, and I'm staying in there. I'm living in that shit. But I guess I didn't realize how good it was going until I've found, how do I be elusive about this without being outright about it? I don't even know. I guess because I found out particular details and certain cues that I've been like, huh. So I'm not there. Even though I was so confident and I was so excited and I was so happy it was going to be something, finding out that it's not going exactly how you'd believe, even when effort is put into it, it is a bit disappointing. But it's not like it's the end of the world for me. In my last video, I talked about how when I feel bad, I feel really bad. And that still definitely applies here. I still definitely feel really bad when I feel bad. And I've definitely felt really bad about the situation. Like I said this morning, I woke up 7 a.m. with my heart beating really fast and like this sense of doom that the inevitable is coming. Because I believe he's aware of how I feel, but it's never been outright said. It's more so like I think the way it's been said is like I feel strongly towards you or I feel a particular attachment, but it's never been like I really like you. No, it's not been like that because I'm too nonchalant for that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do nonchalant. Jesus. But I think it's just the switch from believing it was everything I thought it was going to be to being reality checked that it might not be. It probably won't be. It's like fucking, I don't even want to give myself a ratio of what it is versus what it's not because that's just gonna make me think and feel worse. But it's just something I've had to accept. I'm gonna take these off so I can hear myself. But I suppose it's difficult to handle either way, as particular as I feel and how much I dissect my own emotions and how much I feel like I can guess how I'll feel and how I believe I can prevent it. I also know I'm going to feel bad nonetheless, and nothing I can do can really change that. So it's like, okay, what can I do to make myself feel better about this whole thing? I could write about it. Okay? I write about my feelings. I write them all down in my weird Frankenstein English fucking text. And then what? You know, I put my emotions down on paper. I think that's gonna help, and I think it's not gonna solve everything, but I think it's gonna do something. And then I still end up feeling bad. I still end up feeling weird. I could read everything back like I do constantly, reading back on how bad I felt about someone or something or about myself. And then I can just go over it and study it like a history book. Okay? You know? It's good. It's healthy. But do I want to do that? I don't know. I don't know if this is something I want to look back on. Okay, what else can I do? I don't drink. I'm not gonna get drunk and try to forget about it. I could get high, you know? But then what good's that gonna do me? Well, it's gonna distract me for a few hours and then I come back, oh, Aether's feeling bad again. What should I do about it? Repeat the cycle, do it again, you know, feel that high for a few hours, laugh at shit I'm scrolling on my phone, and then what? You know? What else could I do? Focus on my schoolwork, my college work. You're right, I should probably do that. Have I been? I've been distracted. It's not been the easiest. It's the worst timing in the world because I'm in the last week. I have finals this week. It is Saturday. No, it's Sunday now because I'm recording this at like 1 a.m. So if my thoughts are a bit incoherent, that's why. But, you know, I've been quite distracted with how I feel. I think this is one of those few moments where I realize this isn't a feeling I can just push to the side. I'll deal with this later. Let me focus on this now. Because it has been so constant and so prevalent that no matter how much I go, nope, just push it to the side, think about it later, you have other shit you need to worry about right now. It's still there. I'm still gonna think about it. I could be doing all this math and then I could go, but remember what he said to you a few days ago? You remember when he told you like XYZ? It's like, why? Why though? Why? And so another option is talk to someone about it. And I feel a bit guilty because I haven't told my friends about it. I haven't told them, not because I don't trust them, because I do trust them. There are 2 people in particular, no, 3 people in particular, I apologize, that I trust with my life, that I trust with my heart, with my feelings, with my soul, because I know that they will keep it safe and they will understand and they would never judge me for how I feel. But I sort of judge myself about it. I feel embarrassed that I feel this way. I feel kind of ashamed because I allowed myself to get like this, you know, because I've always been the kind of person that, like, you know, someone could tell me something or say something about me and I don't let it get to my head. I just focus on what I have to do now. But this has been so reoccurring that it doesn't go away as easy as I want it to. And I have not told them about it because I'm embarrassed that I feel this way, which is very rich coming from me because I'm always the kind of person to be like, express how you feel, never feel embarrassed for feeling or showing emotion. You should be able to cry and laugh and giggle in public, and you know, you should be able to cry and weep in public because, like, it doesn't matter, it's how you feel. Don't hold that in. Yet I'm so embarrassed about the fact that I feel so strongly about something, that I think of it every day. I can't find myself to muster up the courage to open the group chat and text them and go, hey, I've been feeling like this. I can't stop. I think subconsciously I've been dropping hints. Whether they know or not, I have no clue. But I feel like I've been kind of subconsciously dropping hints about him to my friends that I trust. And I've had certain conversations about him, but no, never about me, never about how I feel. Because I don't even know how to confess that. I feel like people look at me a certain way and they have a certain idea of me and a certain image of me. So breaking that image for them and being vulnerable and human, it disgusts me in a way. I have people that look up to me and people who've told me they look up to me because of how I am, because of how I act in my everyday life. And I feel like I portray a selfless version of myself. So when I feel so selfish about these feelings, I feel like I can't tell them. I've told, there's one person who's definitely in this situation with me, and we feel the same about these certain things. And there's another person I have also told more so in detail because I suppose they understand. But that doesn't make sense as to why I feel like I can tell some people but I can't tell other people. And I feel bad because I know that they're gonna see this and they're probably gonna be like, damn, Aether didn't tell me. Just know it's not because of you, it's because of me. I am so ashamed of how I feel that I feel like I can't even tell the people who are closest to me. But, you know, how does that make sense if I'm telling a camera about how I feel, about, you know, if I post this or not? Why would I tell whoever might see this about my weird feelings I'm ashamed of versus telling the people I trust the most, you know, the people I consider my family? I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I literally could not explain that to you. I don't know. I don't. But I wish the feeling would go away. I think I wish that, but I'm also grateful that it hasn't gone away, because I tend to find light in the darkness. I tend to find light in feeling bad. And I think I feel that way sort of similarly to what I said in my last video, because I enjoy knowing I'm capable of feeling these emotions. I think it's sort of a blessing in disguise. There are some people who are incredibly out of touch with their emotions and who get self-destructive about it, and if it's not self-destructive, it's destructive to other people. You know, it can be physically destructive, mentally destructive, emotionally destructive, and that is very scary, and that's petrifying. But within myself, I also do see a lot of self-destruction. I've talked about themes of self-destruction in my last video, and I think it's going to become a prevalent thing because it's just the kind of person I am, whether I like it or not. Though I am aware of it, and that is a good first step. Being aware of your tendencies and of how you feel and of what actions commonly take place, that's a good first step. And you know that it's something. It might not be perfect to you, but that sure is something. But I've been feeling like this for so long now that it's started blurring the days together. And I suppose I do feel a bit of fear that this will be seen by the person I'm talking about. But at the same time, it feels so minuscule, and it's so, like, what are the chances, you know what I mean? There's a chance isn't zero, but it's quite slim. And it's not like I'm talking about the situation. Like I said, it's not your concern. It's not, you know, something you have to be aware of as a viewer. It's just something I am aware of myself. It's more so talking about me. But I think I feel so bad because I am doing nothing but awaiting the inevitable. You know, I'm waiting for the day that, you know, the moment comes where he's like, well, it was a good run, you know, hope you do well, hey, you know, hope you'll be chill in the future. And that kind of scares the shit out of me. And it sucks. Like, I'm already mentally prepared for it. I'm already trying to kind of move on with my life because I don't want to keep holding on. When I was growing up, I did nothing but hold on to small details and little hinges, and it made me feel so much worse down the line. It was like years almost that I felt so bad because I kept focusing on these tiny minute details, and it took over my brain, and it was just rattling every single day. So I guess I'm already kind of in the process of trying to get over it, but in being in the process means going through the emotions. And I know that meme is like the only way to get around it is to go through it, but like, it's true though, you know what I mean? Like, it's true. Like, I am aware I have to feel like this. I have to feel bad. I have to be fucking plagued with thoughts, and I have to let it linger before I can truly move on. But I think what's hindering me so much is that there's still the tiny option in my head of like, what if it is you? What if this small chance that you constantly think about is actually like going to happen? But I don't like getting my hopes up. I don't like when other people get my hopes up. And even when I believe I'm on the right track, I just don't fuck with it. I just hope that I won't keep waking up with my heart beating really fast, or I hope I won't keep being in class and then like low-key like, because I feel my fucking heart getting tachycardic, and I just gonna have to sit there and have to wait for the feeling to pass. It's just the fact it became so physical. Like, I'm physically feeling so much because of, you know, things I'm thinking up here. I think that's so fascinating about the human body. how stress can manifest into physical symptoms. Like you could feel so bad that somebody could look at you and go, wow, you are not okay. It's incredible, really. Like, you kind of have to hand it, to the body. You're just like, yeah, that's really cool. But I guess this is just a love letter to hoping that it will go away sooner rather than later. But also a love letter to hoping I continue feeling like this. Which, again, I know is self-destructive in nature. Wanting to continue to feel bad. It's not something people want. But I just hold such a soft heart to it. I love feeling. I love continuing to feel and experience emotions, bad or good. It's just always, something I look forward to. So, there's that. Guess I should probably take my own advice. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll go on a walk before I, really get going. I guess I am nervous about what tomorrow holds, because what if there is another big thing that happens that's not big in this grand scheme of things? It's just gonna be a text message or two that's gonna blow up my world. But yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think of some advice to give at the end of this. I can't. Ooh, that was almost gonna be bad. I was gonna say I can't let me feeling bad be for nothing. No, feeling bad is okay. You feel bad, I feel bad, we feel bad together. That's probably why you're watching this, because you might be feeling bad right now. But I guess the best thing I could say is feeling is okay. They're right. The only way out is through. Experience what you experience, not for the sake of self-harm, but for the sake of being human. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.